The Soltsy-2 Airbase, part of the Russian Aerospace Forces, should supposedly be safe, situated nearly 400 miles beyond the Russian border with Ukraine. Originally a relic from Soviet times, the base is now home to the 40th Composite Aviation Regiment, which operates the Tu-22 M3 bomber. Yet, in August 2023, headlines broke with news of a drone attack on the base, a location seemingly far away from the Ukrainian battlefront, where Russia likely believed its aircraft would be safe. The Defense Ministry immediately stated that the damage was minimal. Photographic evidence, however, painted a different story, one that Russia would have preferred to keep under wraps. The flaming hulk of a prized Russian supersonic bomber was seen in flames. Historical satellite imagery from before and after the incident further revealed the true extent of the damage. Given that the base is located well beyond the conventional reach of drones, questions have arisen. Could the mysterious assailant have come from closer quarters, perhaps even from within Russia's own ranks? The Tupolev Tu-22M is a renowned Russian swing-wing supersonic bomber, originally developed by the eponymous design bureau in the 1960s, that's still being used today in Russia's invasion of Ukraine. During the peak of the Cold War, the Tu-22M, codenamed Backfire by NATO, played a pivotal role as the Soviet Air Force's supersonic strategic bomber. It was renowned for its versatility in carrying various weapons and conducting long-range missions deep into enemy territories. Between 1969 and 1993, more than 500 Tu-22Ms were manufactured. Decades later, in the early 2020s, Russia was estimated to have approximately 60 Tu-22M3 aircraft stationed across 3 operational bases. The Tu-22M3, an upgraded iteration of the original model, came with numerous enhancements and modifications compared to its Soviet-era predecessors. These improvements encompass strengthened materials, modernized avionics, radar navigation, and communication systems. This contemporary variant of the Backfire, equipped with enhanced engines, can attain speeds of Mach 2, equivalent to around 1,430 miles per hour. Its extended weapon capacity allows it to carry up to 52,000 pounds of armaments, including both unguided bombs and precision-guided missiles. In present-day Russia, this aircraft has seen action in various regions, including Syria, Chechnya, and Georgia. Most recently, during Russia's incursion into Ukraine in spring 2022, the older Tu-22Ms also posed a formidable challenge to Ukrainian forces. During the initial stages of the conflict, on April 15, 2022, the Ukrainian Defense Ministry reported the first use of Tu-22M3 bombers by Russia to target the city of Mariupol. Since then, this aircraft model has been employed to launch supersonic Kh-22 missiles and newer Kh-32 variants, potent heavy anti-ship missiles, against Ukrainian targets. A more recent incident occurred in January 2023, involving a Tu-22M launched missile striking a residential block in Dnipro. According to investigators, Russia's 52nd Guards Bomber Aviation Regiment, based at the Soltsy-2 Airbase in Novgorod Oblast, played a significant role in these operations. This airbase would soon become the focal point of another intriguing incident, this time captured on camera. On Saturday, August 19, 2023, social media posts by locals suggested a large fire was burning at Soltsy-2. The base is situated approximately 115 miles south of St. Petersburg, 315 miles west of Moscow, and 415 miles north of the Ukrainian border. Photographs of thick black smoke emanating from the base further substantiated the reports. However, initially, it remained unclear what exactly was ablaze. Rumors of a drone strike began to spread, a shocking event given the base's distance from the front lines. In an unusual acknowledgement of damage inflicted on a military target, Russia confirmed the attack. In an official statement, Moscow's defense ministry asserted that Ukraine had employed a quadcopter aerial drone to target the military airfield in Novgorod, successfully damaging an aircraft. According to the official report, the UAV was detected by the airfield's observation post and subsequently engaged with small arms fire. As a consequence of this attack, a fire erupted in the airfield's parking area, but was rapidly extinguished by the firefighting teams. Nonetheless, this represented only a fragment of the entire narrative, a fragment selectively made public by Russia. In the aftermath of the attack, striking images surfaced on social media depicting a backfire aircraft engulfed in flames. These images initially appeared on Telegram and have subsequently circulated on other social media platforms, revealing a Tu-22M3 aircraft consumed by fire at the airbase, almost completely destroyed. The footage underwent analysis and was verified by the BBC as credible by comparing visual details, such as the aircraft's appearance and the layout of bays, with satellite images of the airbase. Additionally, the weather conditions at the time of the incident match those depicted in the images. Satellite imagery also provides insight into the aftermath of the August 19th Ukrainian drone attack on the Soltsy-2 Airbase. The images, captured 2 days after the incident, portray the charred remnants of a backfire aircraft within a revetment, where these aircraft had been parked since at least August 16th, the last date on which high-resolution images of the base were obtained. Beyond illustrating the damage to the aircraft, the satellite images indicate that Russia has since evacuated all other backfires that were previously stationed at Soltsy-2. However, they have all been removed now, a notable achievement given that aircraft are often disabled on the ground and cannot be immediately deployed, particularly in the case of large military aircraft. Some reports suggest that Russia relocated its Tu-22M3 strategic supersonic bombers from Novgorod to a base in the Arctic Kola Peninsula. Following the release of these photos, the UK Ministry of Defence stated in an intelligence briefing that the attack on the Soltsy-2 airbase most likely resulted in the destruction of at least one Tu-22M3 aircraft. Within the same document, UK intelligence analysts concluded that the type of drone used, in conjunction with the location, suggests that the attack probably originated from hostile units within Russia itself. Indeed, a couple of days after the incident, Ukraine's Defense Intelligence Directorate, or GUR, officially claimed responsibility for the drone attack. In an interview with the press, GUR spokesman Andriy Yusov stated that they'd recruited individuals to carry out attacks on the Soltsy-2 and Shaikovka airbases from within the country. He stated, quote, "People recruited by the GUR came from central Russia, completed their tasks, and then returned to their original locations. GUR continues its operations in Russia, including in border regions, the Deep Rear, and Moscow." In the same statement, Yusov also confirmed that GUR was behind another drone attack that occurred the same morning. Located in Russia's Kaluga region, the Shaikovka airbase is approximately 130 miles north of the Ukrainian border. According to intelligence reports, another military aircraft was damaged in this attack. While Russian media also reported the attack, Russian officials denied that any damage had occurred. This marks the second Ukrainian drone attack on Shaikovka in just under a year, as it was previously targeted in October 2022. Although the destruction of a single aircraft will have only a limited impact on Moscow's current bomber fleet, this operation underscores Kyiv's increasing ability to strike deep within Russian territory. The incident also raises questions about Russia's capability to defend its aircraft, even on its home turf. Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, a few attacks have occurred inside Russia. The charred remains of the Tu-22M3 from the August 2023 attack, as seen in satellite images, narrate a story of escalating attacks within Russian territory. These incidents at Russian military installations appear to align with the promise made by Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky last month that such strikes will persist. While Ukraine has implied or directly claimed responsibility for some of these attacks, certain Russian separatists opposing President Vladimir Putin have taken credit for others.